morning.
Don't do that.
Gamers, no.
I'm not ready. Okay, now I'm ready.
She wants me to do another intro and I'm not gonna do it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel.
I was able to grab some real moss instead of the asshole idiot baby man sheet moss that we had before. So we're gonna pin it in and update it so that my plants can actually grow in the big cabinet, because right now they're just kind of hanging out. There's a couple plants that are doing good, but if you'll notice, all the plants that are doing good are growing in the New Zealand moss.
They're going in the bottom.
Yeah, so yes, it's okay, everything's gonna be fine. Dude, people are gonna be mad at both of us now for never wearing pants.
Chrissy, wake up!
I don't like this. Yep, so we're gonna do the stuff. We gotta make the moss first. Oh, yesterday, the plant sale that we did, I've sold almost all the plants, which is super pog. I think there's only like 4 or 5 I haven't sold. They need the humidity. Humidity. Oh my god.
It's psychic.
That was crazy. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna get to the thingies and the thingies. All right, we're gonna do the things now.
The circle of life. Look into the camera for me.
Raven! You're a star, Raven! You're a star! Here's what we have sold. The variegated Sput Peru with heavy variegation. Variegated Hederaceum, which we already delivered today. The Begonia Green Floristicta, which is in there. And the Darth Malicious Sticta, which is in there. Then we've sold Begonia Sarawak and Burley Marks Ver A. Yeah, we want the ones, we want to know which ones we've sold.
Do you need these pins?
Steph and Melanie bought the Burley Marks Fantasy. Cool. Oh my gosh, I feel so organized now. Holy moly.
You guys gotta get you a type A kind of friend.
A type A goes with a type B really well, because the type B just watches while the type A does everything.
Well, I feel like the type B has the ideas and then the type A executes.
Yeah, I would say that's true.
Because I have good ideas for like funny stuff, but I don't have good ideas for like doing things that make stuff happen.
I do this fun thing called wasting coffee, where I buy a coffee and then only drink half of it. It doesn't even matter what size it is. I will only ever end up drinking half. We're gonna go ahead and start taking some of this achy moss off. I'm gonna do my best to not stand in front, but it's also gonna be kind of hard. So all of this is bad. All this like dead brown stuff is bad. We need to take it all out, and then we're gonna repin everything. Why don't we start with that so that we don't accidentally waste moss in case we end up not using all of it? Because that's a lot of moss. Let's do it. Let's get to it then. There's like a spot of mold in there. I need like 3 cloths to grab. That's disgusting. This is actually so disgusting, you guys. Nasty. Okay, so this moss up high, what I want to do is we're gonna pin over it, because I know that there's a lot of isopods that live up here, and I don't want them to die. So we took a considerable amount off, as you can see, but what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna, over everything that looks like this, we're gonna pin real moss over it, just because I feel like it would look really bad if we took all this off, since it's so like there. I don't know if that makes sense. Like the rest of this was ugly, but this wasn't molding. There was no issues. It's just like being stupid. So we're gonna pin normal moss over everything and then make everything look really nice. And then we're also gonna add some pinned moss lower down as well. Everything down here is doing like amazing. Our Serpens is giving us a new leaf right now. We just got this new Friedeck leaf. Yep, right here.
Oh, that looks so different from mine.
Yeah, it's really cool. Serpens and Squamacol get confused often.
Squamacol has it like up above the petiole, and then Serpens has it only on the petiole.
Whoa, this Gloriosum is actually getting so big. Oh my gosh. And here's
What's
the
that Ethereum leaf on the left side?
Yeah. This one?
What Ethereum is that?
I don't even know. This one?
Yeah.
Magnificum Verde, maybe?
Oh, nice. And that little begonia right in the front there, the dark one?
Yeah, that's a red
And
planet,
like,
I think.
back there is getting
Yep.
big.
It's getting nice and big, actually. And
I
then
think this is about half of this.
this one's cool too. I didn't even know this one was in here. This little begonia. And then this is the white princess I'm keeping. That other one I sold. Syngonium Panda.
Do you have like metal?
Yeah, I am going to use this wire right here. And then I think that we're gonna put these in there as well. These are the plants we didn't sell. So I think that we'll fill those in nicely. And yeah, so we're gonna get to work pinning this in and then we'll check in with you when we're done.
Okay, so I just am doing this while Chris and Ashley are at the DMV, and I'm covering up some little bald spots that kind of came up here and there. These little guys, you can tell the more orange spots are kind of where I covered up, where you could see the white foam in the background. And so far, if you just move this guy, you can kind of see these little spots here and there. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys like how I'm gonna pin a little bit more moss to the top here. What I like to do to kind of get a good amount to pin is I kind of take it in my hand like this, and I kind of make a little ball, and then I'm just gonna follow what Ashley was doing and kind of put it around the plants here. And then in this section, I'm just gonna give it, I like to just take it a little wider like that, and then you kind of support around the edges and push it. And then when you hear that kind of like crunchy sound, that's how you make sure that it's like pushing into the foam. So I went ahead and put some of the plants in there that didn't sell. So I didn't ask Ashley, but I went ahead and like took some freedoms, like creative freedoms or whatever. So the Houseplants is there, the Glorious is here, and then I forgot what this one is called, but that one is in the corner there. And then if we go down a little bit, I put in the variegated Peru right here. The Varicosum is down there, because I know Varicosum sometimes can be temperamental. They don't like too much light. On this side down here, I put that little guy because there was kind of like a bald space there. And then you can get a better view of the Varicosum as well. And I feel like they both look pretty good in those spots. And then if you look up, there's the variegated Peru right here. And I feel like this is a good spot for that one because they don't like too much light. And that's kind of like a good middle spot. From what I've seen, like my Perus don't like to have too much light because they start getting like wrinkly, and no matter how much you water them, they just really don't like too much light. And then that way it's kind of like a little bit away from this light, a little bit away from the window, and then not too close to the light up top as well. I know the Glorious might grow up the wall a little bit and like closer to the light up there and take up too much space, but you can always take cuttings of that guy. And then I feel like this one, since it has more of like not really an upright growth pattern, but kind of like a round growth pattern, so it'll grow like filling out instead of coming out towards you. At least that's what I think. I don't know what that plant is, but I think it'll fill that little spot nicely. I am worried that it might get a little too much light because it's right close to that, but you know, they're just pinned in. So if Ashley comes back and she's like, no, I don't like these spots, or no, they're not gonna do well, you can move them around.
So Brooke did a lot of this while I was gone because she was bored. So there was a lot of this here, like all that upper stuff, and then most of this midsection Brooke did on her own, which is really nice. I think it looks really good. Brooke also mounted the plants in here for me, a couple of them. I think this is one. the variegated domesticum. These are the plants that I didn't sell or wasn't able to sell because people just weren't interested.
And then the varicosum on the left side.
Oh yeah, the varicosum down here, which is very
If you go
cute.
from the bottom, it's the varicosum, the domesticum, the variegated Peru, the glorious Huschkeliana, and this Hoya.
Oh, the Walliniana, right? Yeah. Yep. So I think that looks pretty, honestly, way better than it did before, and it will stay a lot more moist than it did before too, because it was drying out so bad before. Brooke made cookies without baking soda.
But I made them with a little less butter. So like the lady on the internet said, you don't need baking soda if you use less butter. But I use baking soda and a little less butter, so they're extra thick.
Hell yeah. So everything's done for today. I am honestly exhausted. There's a lot going on in other spaces in my life right now, so I'm gonna call this video here. I think what I'll do sometime soon is a collection tour, because I don't think I've done one, and honestly like an updated one, since everything has kind of changed since I took that big old break. So I think we'll probably do for one of those. See you later. Bye.